That is so true. Much love. Keep doing you. Can't wait to see more videos. Thank you. Thank you, Leo. Thank you so much. Okay, so what we're talking about today, I'm going to get started. Today we are talking about shining your light. Okay, shining your light. And first I want to ask, what keeps you from shining your light? Okay? And I can just say for me, I feel like from the past of like what has kept me from shining my light, or even sometimes today, like what can keep me from shining my light is fear, right? A fear of judgment. Okay. Oh, you got a little toy, Sam? Period. Sam, my brother's cat, he got a little toy. So fear of judgment can keep you from shining your light. What else can and wait, what does that look like for real? Wait, what does that look like for real, right? Fear of judgment. That can look like, oh, she doing too much. Oh, he doing too much. Okay, right? You out here shining your light, and people just judging you, right? Another thing that can keep you from shining your light is you don't have any confidence, right? You don't have any confidence in yourself. When I feel like there's a lack of confidence, nothing is really going to fuel you to put yourself out there or to just be your full self. I feel like when you're confident in who you are, you're comfortable being yourself for real. Okay? You're comfortable there. I feel like an example for me of the judgment thing is I love fashion. Okay, I love to style myself in all the ways. I love to put on a very cute outfit. Okay, I'm very much the type of person. Where are you going? To the grocery store? Okay, where are you going with that on? Just into the world, out into the world, right? And I know that I have gotten in the past from people just like, where are you going with that on? Okay, like judgment. Why are you wearing that? We're just going here. Why you got that on? Why are you wearing that? Like, because I want to, because it's cute. Okay, because it looks good on me. Okay, but the person in the past who I was felt a lot of judgment from that. I would be like, oh, okay, I feel like I need to dim it down, dim my light down. That's a big example right there of feeling like, oh, I need to dim it down. I need to fall in line. Like, no, you don't. You really do not. Shine. Okay? So, yes, I feel like those type of things can keep you from shining your light. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is, since we talked about what keeps you from shining your light, now we're going to talk about where does radiance even come from, okay? Where does the glow even come from, right? And honestly, I feel like it comes from God. Point blank, period, okay? I feel like that glow, that shine, you know what I'm saying? That radiance, it comes from God, okay? And I want to read something, okay, from the Bible that backs this up because, yeah, radiance, the glow. In Exodus, okay? Exodus 34:29. Yes, I got my Bible here, okay? In Exodus 34:29, okay, Exodus is talking about Moses and stuff. If you've seen the movie The Prince of Egypt, you know about Moses, okay? You know a bit about Moses. So Exodus 34:29 says, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai carrying the 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, he wasn't aware that his face had been radiant because he had spoken to the Lord. Moses wasn't aware that his face had become radiant because he had spoken with the Lord. Okay, so when Aaron and the people of Israel saw the radiance on Moses' face, they were afraid to come near him. Okay, if you keep on reading some more, it basically says that, people were like, oh my God, people will be in fear because Moses had this glow after he talked to the Lord. He always had this glow, this radiance about him, right? So much so he would have to cover himself with a veil because he was that bright. The boy was that bright. Okay? I love that. So, me reading that and knowing that, it just makes me, I'm just like, wow, like that glow, that shine really does come from God. Okay, and then something else I thought of today, literally I thought of this today. I was like, okay, when women are pregnant, right? Women are pregnant, what do they be saying? Oh my God, you're glowing. Oh my gosh, you're glowing. You look so good. Right? Yes, another time. When you're in love. Oh my gosh, you're glowing. Oh, you're so in love, you're glowing. When you're in love. It could be in love with somebody, in love with yourself. Whatever it is, there is a glow. Okay? Where I feel like those two things, love and pregnant with a child, those two things are of God. Yeah, I'm gonna just let you let that sink in, because hello, those two things come from God. Love, God is love. A child, when you're pregnant, a child comes from God. Hello, okay? So I feel like those things are like good examples of just like, yeah, like actually it is from God. Very much so. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Sam? Sam agrees. So, yeah, and I feel like even for me in my own experience, I feel like ever since I've started just getting closer to God, I feel like there's a stronger glow on me. And it's weird because I can't really see it. I can't see it for real. I mean, even though the girl glowing right now, but I notice it more from people, from the outside world, the way people speak to me now, the way people like just are giving me compliments. I mean, yeah, I've gotten compliments, but it's something different now. It's something very different now for me. And literally today, I'm going into Juicy Juice. If you live in Carson, you know Juicy Juice, okay? Fun fact, I worked there for a month and then I left. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I went to Juicy Juice today. There was like two men talking outside of Juicy Juice. Man opened the door for me. Thank you, sir. Walk in, get my drink. I'm walking out. The same two guys out there opens the door up again for me. And he says, "You are so beautiful." And I was like, "Thank you so much." And he was just like, "No, like so beautiful. Like you need to be in a magazine." I said, "Okay, period." I said, "And I will be. Thank you so much." You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like the way people see me now, they see God. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing where people are like, I don't know, it's something about you. People can't quite put their finger on it. Why they like you, or why they're like, I like talking to you. Or it's just something about you. And what is it? It's God. It's God. Straight up. Okay? So, now that we talked about the radiance, okay, where radiance comes from, now I'm going to talk about doing the inner work. Okay, when you do the inner work, hello, love. When you do the inner work, that brings the glow. I feel like that also can keep the glow on you. Okay, keep you shining your light. Okay, because for one, when you're glowing, at first, like I said, comes from the Lord, comes from God. And two, I feel like I lost my train of thought. When you're glowing, Wait. Hold on, y'all. Lost my train of thought. Let me start again. Calm down, Cam. Doing the internal work will bring the glow, right? So doing the internal work will also help you to bring the glow. What does that look like? Getting closer to God. There we go. That's what I want to say. Getting closer to God, prayer. Okay, when you're in connection with God, you're also praying. I feel like the people that you surround yourself with is also very important too. With keeping this, this glow about yourself, this radiance about yourself. Because I feel like if you're not around the right people, if you're not surrounded around the right people, no, it's just not gonna give glow. It's gonna give stressed. It's gonna give drained. It's gonna give, you just doing what everybody else doing. Okay? If these aren't the right people around you, right? So, I feel like another thing is, what are you listening to? The things that you listen to, the people that you listen to, the music that you're listening to. Okay? All this stuff going into your body, into you, can affect the glow, can affect the radiance. Okay? Can affect just a lot of things. Okay? I feel like another thing that helps keep the glow is when you mind your business. Okay? Minding your business. Hi, Javon. I feel like that also helps you to keep that glow. Okay? So, you came at the end. I did a whole sermon. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it that I had to talk about today. Hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. What I was talking about was shining your light, which you always tell me to do. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah. It went well. I literally start over. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll start over. Okay, so basically my first point of shining your light is what keeps you from shining your light, right? And so I just spoke about fear could be one thing that keeps you from shining your light, right? Fear of judgment from other people. And so I gave an example of just like people being like, oh yeah, she doing too much. He doing too much, right? And I know from my experience, because I love, fashion, I love to, put it on. There's been times where people have been like, why are you wearing that? We just going here. What are you like? I just want to look fly. Like, what are you talking about? But that's like that causes you to like dim it down. Like people saying stuff like that, like feeling like, oh, okay, let me fall in line. Let me fall in line and not, shine my light. You know what I'm saying? So, hi Brittany, welcome. So yeah, that's one example. I also think that we don't settle to make other people comfortable. Exactly. And that's exactly what it is. It's like that's to make somebody else comfortable. Like, nah, yeah, I want them to be on my level. Like, no. Actually, no. Okay? I feel like another thing, my other point was that can keep you from shining your light is not having any confidence, right? If you don't have any confidence in yourself. Because I feel like once you have that internal confidence, I feel like that's just how you move. You don't really care about what people say or think about you. You know what I'm saying? You just do you. You know what I'm saying? And people are gonna love that. People love that. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. But that's okay. They ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. What we're talking about is shining your lights. I'm going over my whole thing all over again. So, I wanted to also talk about where does that radiance come from, right? And so honestly, I think that the radiance, the glow comes from God. Okay? And I feel like, when I thought of this today, when a woman is pregnant, right? People be like, "Oh my gosh, you're glowing. You're glowing. You look so good," right? When you're in love, right? When you're in love, people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're glowing. I see it all on you. You're in love. I see it." Okay? You could be in love with somebody, or it's just like that internal love that you have for yourself, right? So I feel like, hi, Kyra. I feel like those two things, right? When you're pregnant with a child and when you're love, come from God. Okay? Child comes from God. Love, God. Okay. It's a celebration. They get it. Okay? These things come from God, right? So I feel like that radiance, that glow comes from the Lord. And also, too, I want to read something from the Bible because I came across something else that confirms this. So in Exodus, okay, and with Moses, okay, if you've seen The Prince of Egypt, you know about Moses, okay. So in Exodus 34:29, it says, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai carrying the 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, he wasn't aware that his face had become radiant because he had spoken to the Lord. Okay? His face was radiant because he had spoken to the Lord. Hi, said, welcome in. So when Aaron and the people of Israel saw the radiance on Moses' face, they were afraid to come near him. These people were afraid to come near Moses because he had such a strong glow. They were just like, oh my gosh, they were afraid. If you keep reading, it talks about how he had to cover his face with a veil because he was so bright. The boy was so bright. Okay, because he was talking to God. He was that close to God, talking to God, that every time he came down back to the people, glowing. Okay, had the radiance, had the glow. Okay, so the glow comes from God. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody have anything to say? No? We just listening? Do you guys like what I'm saying? Can I get some hearts in the chat? Something. Can y'all talk to me? Huh? Something. I need some feedback. Anybody? Okay. I got a heart. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so my last point. I feel like doing the internal work is also very important. Okay? With having this glow, with shining your light, right? And I feel like, what does that work look like? I be feeling like my prayers be taking 5 to 7 business days before God get back with me. Okay, it be feeling like that. I feel like it be feeling like that, for sure. I definitely have felt like that too. Like, God, where you at? Where are you at? But I feel like the important thing is just you have to just remain faithful. And I feel like it's also thinking about the times when God did come through for you, in moments like that. Think about the times when, dang, God did come through for me right here. So it's just having that faith. They say when you have that faith that's small as a mustard seed, you know what I'm saying? That's really, really small, but you still have it. So I feel you. Javon. What was I saying though? What brings the internal glow is the internal work, is what I was saying. That's what brings the glow, the internal work. And so what does that work look like? I feel like I was saying, God, having that relationship with God, remaining in prayer, even how Javon said it takes 5 to 7 business days. It's okay, but still praying anyways. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people can think okay, praying is okay, do I got to get on my knees and just okay, Father, thou art, good. And it's like, no, I really just be in my car like, dang, God, like, that was really crazy. Like, just be talking to God like regular. Like I'm talking to a friend or something. You know what I'm saying? Be yelling at him and stuff. I just got to that point because I used to feel kind of like, dang, I can't be yelling at God. But I think it's important to like really let out your emotions to God, like how you really feel. I feel like God like loves that. Even when things don't go your way, you still gotta pray. Period. Said. What's your prayer like? Your prayer life like? Said. Do you pray every day? How do you talk to God? Also, I feel like what's important too is with keeping up this glow, this shine, is the people that you surround yourself with. I think that's very important because I feel like if you're around people who are using you all the time and really don't really care for you, don't have your best interests at heart, and it's just, did I say draining you, like you ain't gonna have that glow. You ain't gonna be shining, okay? You gonna be down in the dumps, depressed, sad, whatever, So I think having people around you who like truly care for you, who want the best for you, like I think that's very, very important to have those type of people around you. People who support you. People who care for real, right? Says not every day, but I always give thanks for waking up and where I am. That's good. Good for you. I think giving thanks is like super, super important. I feel like even when we're not where we want to be or things aren't, happening how we want it to happen, it's just like, dang, but okay. At least I can walk. At least I'm breathing right now. Like I say little stuff like that. Like I literally be like, thank you, God, that I could breathe. Thank you that I can touch stuff, because I didn't have to have hands. Like seriously, you know what I'm saying? So that's good, giving thanks for waking up. I do that too, though. I feel like I started doing that ever since my dad told me a story recently that his mother, which is my grandma, is that basically every single day when she wakes up, she just says, thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. Thank you. Every single day when she wakes up, that's what she does. And so I just started adopting that. Like when I wake up in the morning, just like, thank you, God, for another day. Thank you. Because you didn't have to wake up. You didn't. But you did. Thank God. Okay. Another thing I feel that is important is mind your business. Okay? Mind your business. Keep the glow. Okay? Mind your business. What's up, yo? I feel like when you mind your business, you stay in your lane. You ain't worried about what everybody else is doing, what everybody else talking about. Okay? You just shine. You just glow. Okay? Or your situation could be much worse, period. Say it again, but louder. Okay? Mind your business. Okay? Stay in your lane. Don't be looking over here and over there. There's another scripture in the Bible that talks about that, but I don't know it off the top of my head right now. But it says something about just don't be looking to the left and to the right. Like, just stay focused on your lane. Okay? Yes, mind your business. Be kind to people. That's another point that I have. Being kind. That's how accidents happen. Okay? Period. That's how accidents happen. Looking to the left and to the right. That is so very true. Yeah, I agree. That's a bar. Come on. He a rapper. Nah, but yeah, I feel like another thing is just simply being kind to people. Be kind to people. A lot of people are not kind. I feel like this is even something for me. There's even times where I find myself not being a kind person. I would definitely say that I am, but there's times like I mess up too. There's times where I'm just like, oh, I could have been more kind in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So be kind to people. You never know what people are going through. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like when you're kind to people, you never know what that does for somebody else. Somebody could be having a horrible day. Or I was literally just talking to my uncle the other day, and he was just like, he was telling me just that, like being kind to people. And he was saying, have you noticed like, just saying good morning to somebody sometimes, and how they just kind of just perk up? And I'm like, right, they come alive, because some people don't, that's like the only good morning that they get all day. Or you never know. You know, it kind of like startles people, like wakes them up, brings them back to reality. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Just a simple good morning. How are you doing? Have a great day. Whatever. You never know what that could do for somebody. So I always try to just do that. Girl, child, this cat over here is crazy. But anyways, yes, those were my points. But that's how you make connections. You never would have if you have no people skills, or you just walk around mad at the world. Right. Exactly. That's how you connect. Yes. Yeah. I know you be saying, I know you be talking to people sad, so I love that. That's good. That's very good. But yeah, I also wanted to also say too, like, yes, we're talking about shining your light, and I feel like there's also times, I know for me that there's times where it's just like, I don't want to shine today. Or I don't feel like shining today. Or I just feel like, just feel kind of blue. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those days come too. So I feel like it's not always going to be like so bright and shiny all the time. Like, it's just not. Like if we're, here in California, it's like raining today, it's no sunshine today. It's just rain. But that's okay. Sometimes we need the rain. Okay, we need the rain. So, yeah. I try. I'm still low-key shy. I don't believe that. What you mean you shy? But yeah, guys, that's what I had today. I appreciate you guys for listening. That's what I had to say. I'm going to be coming on here every Thursday, like around 7:30. Every Thursday. That's like I'm challenging myself to stay consistent on coming on here and just talking, because I just got to stay consistent in it, because I got to shine my light. No, I'm just kidding. I do, but also too, I just want to get better at doing this, because I feel like it is a strong suit of mine. So I just want to get better at it. And yeah, the type of stuff I'm almost wouldn't understand. Okay. Boop bop boop bop bing. Doesn't Kendrick say that? I feel like he says that in Peekaboo. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys. And is there anything in your life right now that you want to challenge yourself with? Like, is there, like I said, I'm challenging myself to stay consistent and get on here every Thursday, Is there anything in your life that you're just like, yeah, I need to do this? Or I'm challenging myself to do this. Anything? Put it down in the chat. Put it down in the chat. See, yep. He did say that, huh? Yeah. Okay, I be knowing. This, being more open and transparent. Yes. I swear that this is my prayer all the time. Like, God, just help me to be a more transparent and vulnerable person. Yes. That's good. Do you feel like you just feel like you're more closed off into yourself, like about certain things? Cause yeah, I feel like it's just funny because I didn't even realize that I was like that type of person, like kind of low-key guarded in a way of just like how I really, really feel about stuff. I don't want to say guarded, but just it was more so a fear to say how I really felt. That's what it was. But now I definitely know that if something is bothering me or on me, I know that I can't keep it in anymore. Like I have to, say what it is. It can't, like it just can't stay on me anymore. So I know that that's God for sure. But yeah, being transparent is not the most easiest thing. Because I feel like too, when you're transparent and vulnerable, sometimes with people's like they may not like it. They may not like what you have to say, but I feel like the real people in your life, they're gonna appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna appreciate that vulnerability and transparency. Like I said, they may not like it, but they'll appreciate it. So, in a sense, because with my music, you low-key got to be private with everything. So it overflowed into everything else. What do you mean you got to be private about everything with your music? Like, meaning, when something's coming out, you're private about it, or what? You got to be private with everything. Yeah, what do you mean by that? Tell me more about that. That's very interesting to me. But yeah, I think that avoiding the leaks, people you trust or work with. Oh, I see. Right. People, right. Okay. That makes sense. So just kind of having that, like, it's, everything is like a surprise. Avoiding the leaks, people you trust or work with. Everything is like a surprise. Interesting. So so everything is like a surprise. So that, off topic, but there's African dance class in Long Beach Saturday at 4. You should extremely off topic. But possibly send the info to my DMs. Thank you. But yeah, that's interesting though, said that has flowed over to your being transparent and open about stuff. I would love to hear more about that on my show, when you come on my show, because you're definitely going to be a guest on my show. Hi, Erica. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, anyways. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. I said everything I need to say. I need to prepare I have a shoot coming up. A shoot coming up with one of the students from my school. And it's a fashion shoot, so I need to get in my closet and put some stuff together. So y'all know I love the fashion, okay? So I'm going to put something together in my closet. Use what you got. You don't need to go out and buy nothing. That's for somebody. Use what you already have, okay? All right, you guys. Appreciate the live. Oh, I appreciate you, Seth. I appreciate you for coming by. And everybody who was here, I appreciate you guys. All right. Talk to you later. Have a good night.